Today I'm painting Bastet Warriors with Army Painter paints. Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Hope you're having a good day. Please leave a comment down below what you're working on and if you like what I do as well. So the Bastet Warriors were primed with barbarian flesh, and we're starting off with a little bit of amber skin. This is a unique paint from the Army Painter that is found in their Skin Tones paint set. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell to find out when new videos come out. Guess what, folks? We hit the 500 mark on subscribers. I want to thank you guys for all the support. That is amazing. Alright, so you can see I am doing all the skin, like I said, with that amber skin. Now, if you guys like, I can leave the video go on, or I can skip through when I'm painting like this. So if I have nothing to say about the part I'm painting, I either leave it blank and let the music play, or I can keep talking about a whole bunch of gibberish, or I can just not talk at all. Please leave a comment down below and let me know what you like the most. If you like it when the video skips ahead, just moves through what I'm painting, or if you actually like to see everything that I am painting. We're moving on to some mummy robes now. This is going to be for the robe. As you can see, we're using similar colors that we used on Bastet because we do want him to match his god, right? It makes it turn out, looks nice on the table, and Alright, now we're moving on to some rigid leather. This is for his boots, I guess, or the straps of his boots, or whatever they are, or just wrappings, or whatever. Plain and simple. It's a beautiful rigid brown. This is from D&D paint set. I think it's the Underdark. I'm not sure. It could be the Undead, but I think it's the Underdark paint set. I bought two of them because they had the most unique paints in them, whereas the other paint sets from D&D are just copies of the other paints that they already have, but in smaller bottles, which is kind of sad that they're in smaller bottles. And the colors are just beautiful sometimes. Well, most of the time. I'd say all the time, actually. They're pretty good. Ancient Mummy now. We're doing that fur that he has on top of his boots. Why Ancient Mummy? Why so yellow? Well, because when the wash comes on later, it darkens it quite a bit. And also because the fur that he had in the artwork that I found had like a goldish yellow hue to it. So I wanted to keep it, you know, very similar as much as I could. Alright, moving on to some vampire red. This is just for that little fur thing he had around his arm there. It wasn't very thick. I don't know what's going on. It was very watered down for some reason. Anyways, werewolf fur now, of course, for that lion fur. Kind of matches the lion on the left side of Bastet, although I used I think it was dark stone for that one. I just wanted this one to be a little bit more brown, and for some reason I think this is the first time I noticed that werewolf fur is actually very like glossy. I never noticed it before. It's so shiny. Now, you know, you could put the anti-matte varnish over it all. I think I might have to buy a little bottle of it just to put it on areas I don't want to shine. Because whenever I use the shaker can, well, it's doing an entire mini, right? And then you have to wait for it to dry and all that. I mean, you still have to wait for it to dry if you use a little mini bottle, but at least then you can do like little areas. You don't have to do everything, especially if you do the gold or silvers. You're going to lose that shine on those and you forgot to do it. But what I do to help with that shine, you'll see later on. Greedy Gold, folks. This is an Army Painter Metallics paint. We've been using that on almost every single miniature in Ankh. Let's just say when I'm done with Ankh, I'll be glad not to use that Greedy Gold for a bit. And I think the next project I'll be working on won't have Greedy Gold. I hope. Just a little break from it. I'm actually hoping to use a lot of speed paints and contrast paints on the next board game, just to get through it a little faster. I mean, I'm not a master painter at all. I don't do highlights usually. I try to do dry brushing. I try different techniques with different kinds of paints. You know, I don't do all the tiny little details on every single miniature because one, I don't have time for that. Two, there's people out there like you watching my videos that don't have time for that, or just want to do like I do. And I've heard so many comments saying they appreciate my work, which is great. Void Shield Blue now. This is a beautiful blue, light blue. This is going to be for those feathers on the top of his crownish thing on his helm. And also these little tassels, I guess. Is that what they're called on the side? Anyways, looks like hair extensions. But I don't think it's that. Anyways, whatever those are. Little dangly things. Pixie pink now for the other feathers around his helm. Beautiful pink color. Shake it up really well, okay? Azure Magic, we're going back to the metallics now. We're doing some of the blue jewels and the eyes of the lion on his shield, and then just one little jewel on his dagger sheath there. Not much there. Matte black, now we're doing this little part inside the shield. Now, you don't have to necessarily do this part. You could just put a lot of wash inside the area and it'll dry up, but I wanted this black to pop just like it did in the artwork. So here's where we're trying to fix that shine. We're doing a little bit of dry brush of Corpse Pale. It's like a beige color, and it actually gives a nice tone to that fur. Dark tone now, folks. We're going to be putting this all over the miniature. That's right, even the skin, because we're going to do something a little different now. We're going to do is let that dry, and it's going to create a like a darker hue. So a little bit of highlights, and then we put the Crusader skin, which is a speed paint from the new Army Painter range. We're going to put this on just the skin now that it dried really well, and as you can see, it darkens the flesh a little bit more, and then it keeps where the lighter areas were even lighter and pop through and give highlights. I find it looks amazing, actually, and I find it does a good job. I'm still not convinced with the Army Painter washes. I don't know, I have a hard time with them. I find it either darken or glob or whatever. Anyways, there you go, folks. Bastet Warriors painted. There are 6 of them in the box. I'm showing you one here. I want to thank you guys for watching. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and we'll see you all in the next one.